That is exactly what is the difference between us and our enemies. We are only targeted military bases and military targets. We will see the result very soon. We will see it from the satellites. But the message is very, very clear. Israel can reach any place in the Middle East, wherever it's far. This is a message: don't mess with us. Israel is committed to bring safety and peace to the Middle East in a very, very dramatic way, to our allies as well. Of course, the United States and others that actually gave us the support in this operation. And the message that was sent to Iran was very, very clear: don't retaliate.
Israel has initiated against Iran. So what was the response completely?
First of all, Israel tonight attacked in Iran. It was a reaction to the ballistic missile that sent to Israel. It was very targeted military sites, very accurate, I have to say. As you probably know, Iran sent a lot of missiles to Israel recently, and that was the reaction for that. That was happened last night.
Sir, there's one more thing that always, whenever Israel attacks or counterattacks at any part of the Middle East, everyone says that the civilians have been targeted. So what's the status of yesterday's attack on the civilians or military targets? What were the specifications of the attack target?
That is exactly what is the difference between us and our enemies. We are only targeted military bases and military targets, not civilians, as happened in the recent year between Israel and Lebanon, between Israel and Gaza, and between Israel and Iran. We are targeted directly in a very precise targets in the military bases in Iran, and it was a quite impressive operation, I have to say.
Sir, is there any intelligence about who were the targets, who were eliminated or were targeted? Any big leader from any other terror organization who was targeted specifically?
No, it was a military targets, and as I said before, very precise and very accurate operation. And I think that from our perspective, is over with Iran, and I hope that they will not make a mistake to make a retaliation for that.
So how do you rate the success of this operation? Because Iran says that it was nothing and it was just something just to show the world, and it has not done any damage to Iran. So how do you see the effect of this retaliation from your side?
That's a very common practice in the Iranian. We will see the result very soon. We will see it from the satellites. But the message is very, very clear. Israel can reach any place in the Middle East, whether it's far or not far, in a very accurate and a very massive way. This is a message: don't mess with us.
But sir, do you think that this is going to escalate the things which are already escalated in past 1 year, directly targeting Iran, and whether it was a response or not? But you have attacked Iran in a way, and Iran will now reciprocate. So is it going to escalate here onwards? How do you see it?
We are looking forward what's going to be the reaction of the Iranian. I assume that they will reconsider any reaction for this attack, because it's coming to the reaction of their attack without any notice and things like that. More than a year, we are actually standing in front of the terror attacks from all over, from Iran and its proxies around the world. And the idea is to harm and to make a damage to the state of Israel. It's coming from Gaza, it's coming from the Houties in Yemen, and from other militias in the Middle East, including, of course, Hezbollah, which is the biggest proxies of Iran in the Middle East. Now, towards Iran, I don't think it's going to be big escalation, but we are looking forward what's going to be happen. Israel is committed to bring safety and peace to the Middle East in a very, very dramatic way. And I think that, in my point of view, that this reaction and very targeted and precise targets, I think eventually can lead to a better future and maybe more stability in the Middle East.
Sir, apart from this specific operation in Iran yesterday, what are the status of other conflicts with Lebanon or in Gaza or other operations being operated by Israel? So what's the status of all those operations, and how do you see the return of the people who are already in captive for past 1 year?
First of all, the big challenge that we are facing right now is, of course, the challenge of the hostages. That's bothers us very much. I think these days there is an Israeli delegation along with some friends in the Arab that are negotiating along with Hamas to find out to the solution. We are looking for a solution. We have some condition. Definitely one of the or two very important rule is that we are going that Hamas will not have any military capability. That's crucial for us. And of course, in the northern parts, in Lebanon, we would like to bring like a safety zone in front of that Hezbollah going to leave this area, and the army of Lebanon will be there. That was crucial for our safety of the civilians in Israel and south part of Israel and the northern part of Israel.
Sir, there are some countries and organizations which are ready to have a mediation between you and other your counterparts in Iran or Lebanon. So is there any way that people can talk about peace and tranquility in the area? And is Israel ready?
I think what's happened in the Middle East in the recent weeks, maybe even months, going to bring a completely new challenge and a very good, I think, in my point of view, very hope that the people in the Middle East will understand that Israel is a superpower, regional superpower. They cannot beat us, and we are actually making a war in sometimes 4 and 6, even 7 frontiers in a parallel. This is something unprecedented. Then when they understand what's happening in Lebanon in the last 2 months and what's happening in Gaza, including we found the head of the Hamas in war, is going to bring hope to the Middle East and definitely to hope to the people of Gaza and the people of Lebanon. And I think that I get a lot of reaction about it.
Sir, before we conclude, one last question about, there was an official response from Iran's official handle on X that Iran has showed yesterday that it's not only a power in missiles, but it has also a global standards of air defense system. So was that effective that Iran is claiming yesterday's their air defense system?
I saw the photos coming from Iran, and I saw the flames coming up from the targets, and I think that it was very, very clear. That's part of the game that the Iranians make. It's a very common practice, as I mentioned before. But the most important right now is to bring stability and safety to the Middle East, along with everybody. And I'd like to say thank you very much to our allies as well. Of course, the United States and others that actually gave us the support in this operation in the defense. And I think that the message that was sent to Iran was very, very clear. Don't retaliate.